I've been making music like crazy, but I'm done for now. I'm taking a break and focusing on myself. But basically, I'm gonna do a Godzilla video, and this video will be a pitch video. It won't be like the other ones like that I made this year. This one's gonna be more laid back, and I feel with Godzilla -1 getting a sequel, or it's basically getting a sequel. I'm not sure how that all works, if it will be a sequel or if it'll be an anthology film. If Toho gave me the Godzilla license to make a movie, what would I do? Now, these are my ideas. Basically, it would be a film that would have like political relevance, kind of like Superman. In Superman, they had two countries, like feeling familiar, two countries basically on the brink of war, or a country being invaded by an outside force, by another country. And I would have that be like the main plot of the movie. Basically, Superman did that, but had two countries that aren't real. So I would have a heavy message like that with two fictional countries having a conflict, and have Godzilla be involved. That's my film pitch. That's my film idea. And basically, I would have two countries. One is from the wider, vast Godzilla mythology, and the other is, so there's one, and these are Middle Eastern countries. These are both Middle Eastern. I changed some of the origins of the other fictional Godzilla country. There's the oppressed country, Sanava, the country from that was mentioned in Mothra 1961, Rolisica. But I'm changing it so it's like it's a new thing. It's a Middle Eastern country, and this whole conflict is in the Middle East. And the movie would be about two siblings. I'm not sure what their names are yet, but basically the first act is Godzilla attacking Rolisica. Basically, the first act is Godzilla destroying that country. It's just a big destruction scene, very scary. And the two siblings' parents are visiting Rolisica for a business meeting, and they're caught up in the middle. It has the same vibes as Godzilla -1, where Godzilla is just crushing people, destroying everything. Oh yeah, and this world is an established world. Like how Superman started out right in the middle of the DCU, this movie, Godzilla is established and is an established threat, and other kaiju are established threats. And basically, the 54 Godzilla events, things similar to that happened in 1954. And basically that was the first appearance of giant monsters. And basically this whole flashback scene takes place in the early 2000s. And their parents die. The two siblings' parents get killed in the destruction. And yeah, it's very sad. In that time, since Godzilla attacked Rolisica, they took Godzilla's DNA from that event and have been creating their own monster, some type of mech kaiju hybrid. And basically, Godzilla senses this, and as this war-torn country, the conflict has started between Sanava and Rolisica, and then Godzilla appears. And these two siblings have a crazy journey. I want the story to be emotional. Soldiers are killing people, and basically these two siblings, a lot of the action, not like a lot of the action, but like enough of it is about the two siblings trying to survive humans. Really shitty humans. And it's just a very dark film. It's about them basically having since Godzilla is attacking, they're like, we have to get out of this country, find a safe haven. And Godzilla is destroying the whole place. Godzilla is going through Sanava to go to Rolisica. the people that are victims in this invasion see Godzilla as a divine force. And it's kind of like Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, when the Japanese soldiers were getting killed by the American soldiers, and then the Godzillasaurus appears and basically kills all of the American soldiers, and the Japanese soldiers feel bad for him. It's similar to that. Like, it's similar to that scene in Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. Godzilla just destroys the whole country. He's just walking forward, destroying soldiers, killing soldiers and tanks, realistic soldiers and tanks, just like shooting up at Godzilla. It's just destruction. It is crazy. The mech kaiju hybrid. Basically, it is the Reaper of Rollistica, but I would want this mech to have different forms. Basically having a more kaiju-like form, and then the mech side comes in later and fights Godzilla. And then the final battle happens and they are both combined, and it is like this cyborg monster. The plot is kind of similar to Ghost of the Fireflies, that Studio Ghibli film from I think the 80s, and it's kind of similar to that. It would definitely be happier than that though. I would have very disturbing scenes of like them being taken in by people, by a person, and then they would have to go into the attic because Rolisican soldiers are looking for them, and it would like reflect a lot of stuff going on during World War II, basically to the border of the country, the two siblings, and the mech goes out and fights Godzilla. It's just Godzilla defeats him, and it's like a brutal fight. The monster, the mech is basically like Krang from the TMNT. This Godzilla like kaiju is attached, you know. It's like Krang. And it's in the middle of the body, it's like the heart, and it's powering this mech even better. I would want the design to be very disturbing. Defeat it. The two siblings would be going out of the country. They are found by the Japanese government and the Japanese military and like boats and stuff. And basically, they're taken in, and basically Godzilla is approaching. Godzilla destroyed the mech. This area that is the border has a river in front, and basically it's in between Sanava and Rolisica, and the Japanese have a base there. In this universe, the Japanese government would be more active and fight the monsters and stuff, and they would have this base here just to study other superfauna that's in the area. Basically, these two kids get taken in just as Godzilla comes in. The ending is that the two siblings get taken in by the Japanese government. Godzilla's appearing. They have a mech. They have a mech in that area. And they couldn't really use it. Like in real life, they didn't want to get involved in the conflict. But Japan has a mech. And the real final battle is between Godzilla and Red Alone. And Red Alone is a reference to Jet Jaguar's original name. And I would have, basically, Japan has Red Alone, while America has Jet Jaguar. That's my idea for that. And Godzilla would fight this mech. The kids are safe. The siblings are safe. And they move on. And that's my Godzilla film pitch. I don't know what it's called yet.